Hi Sam, it's
Yeah.
really nice to see you this evening. Thanks for joining us. Can I just get you to say who you are and when you did the course and where you're working at the moment?
Yes, hi Siobhan, it's lovely to see you again. I did the course at the Events School London with yourself, really enjoyed it, and it was just a really good insight into why I wanted to do, some sort of course or training in events and weddings. Yeah, it really gave me some really good insight, and it's really helped me actually to get into a job in the wedding planning industry, which I'm now working as a wedding coordinator at Boreham House.
Which is great, and one of my favourite venues as well. So I was really, really thrilled when you got the position there. And I was thinking it was last year you did the course, wasn't it? So last 2019.
It was, yeah, July 2019, yeah. So it's been over a year of me being in my role and learning lots.
Yes, because of course you got the job pretty quickly afterwards, because I know obviously I'd suggested Boreham House to you, and as luck would have it, Teresa was looking for a new wedding planner, wasn't she?
Yes, she was, yeah. Very lucky, and obviously helped, your networking helped me to network with herself, and then I was very lucky to have an interview quite quickly, I think around August time, and got the job and started pretty soon after that.
Yeah, and of course it was a complete career change for you as well, wasn't it?
Yeah, so before I did events and wedding planning, I still am a registered mental health nurse, but I did kind of I felt as though I had the skills that would be really good with the wedding planners. I have like strong people skills, communication skills, very organised person just naturally. And yeah, I kind of wanted to utilise the same skills that I had from my old job in mental health, helping people to, a time like in wedding planning where it's like the special time for them, and I can use my skills to create, a wonderful experience for people. So yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Now, that's a really good point, actually, talking about that, because obviously there are a variety of skills that could be transferable, and you don't maybe necessarily think that to sort of nursing to generalize it background would then, translate into becoming a wedding planner. But I think, that's the great thing, obviously, in life anyway. It's opportunities arise, or you have experience in whatever you're doing and thinking, actually, this is where I want to go next. And I'm pleased you said it, because I think actually you demonstrate so well how obviously that was your career, you were enjoying it, but actually there was something else you wanted to do, and you went out and educated yourself, and now you're doing it. But also that those skills are transferable. I think from everything that we do in life, we can take something on that moves us on to the next thing.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So can I ask also, did you do much research? What made you pick the certificate in wedding planning with the Events School London?
Yeah, I did a bit of research. Obviously there are some online kind of courses out there, and I wasn't really that interested in just online, so I really was quite interested in and keen to do your course, because it had a breakdown of what would happen on days. It was a full, quite in-depth course, which I really wanted face-to-face, because I'm more of a people person. I prefer to kind of learn face-to-face, and also that your course kind of involved going out and seeing venues and talking to people, and that's what I kind of was looking for, that kind of experience. And really enjoyed it.
Back in the days that we were able to meet up in real life, and I so look forward to getting back to doing the courses like that. And obviously we've been able to offer it online, and successfully so. But I think, yes, you're either a person who can do that, or you prefer the real life. And I don't think that one substitutes the other. I think it's just what your preference is on what to do.
Yeah.
And
obviously, I also I heard your name, I read your name, researched your name, and I read a lot about your kind of background of your weddings, and I was thinking it's a lot better to go with someone who's got such a established career in it, and you've had such a long established career. You was one of the first wedding planners in the UK, so that obviously that's the best person to do the course from.
Nice of you to say. Thanks, Sam. And then obviously after you finished the course, Sam, I had a bit of a think about places in your area that maybe would be looking for a wedding planner, and you and Boreham House gelled and you interviewed successfully. And of course, you've been there, well, just over a year now, isn't it? And what an interesting year. When I think of Boreham House, I think of the weddings that I've done there. They're quite sizable, you know, sort of 150, 200 guests. So how have you managed during this time when obviously once weddings were allowed again in August, that the numbers were cut so considerably?
Yeah, so we've had smaller, more intimate ceremonies, obviously due to government and the circumstances. And it's been a real learning curve, actually, because we're used to quite, as you said, quite sizable weddings. We have a lot of different kind of cultural weddings, like Greek weddings, Asian weddings, and we have, you know, up to sometimes 600 people, and so it's a very different experience to have kind of these intimate weddings. But no, more recently the intimate weddings have been really quite lovely actually, because you get to kind of spend a lot more time with the bride and groom and mingle with them a lot more, kind of get to know the guests as well, which is quite nice. And they notice your face being around a lot more, because obviously such small numbers. So it does feel like you kind of gel quite nicely with the bridal party, which is really nice. So I think we're all kind of making the best of the current situation, as we go along. So
have you found then that clients are, if they really want to get married, are having the smaller wedding, and then are they going to do something maybe later on, or just...
Yeah, so some clients have, you know, postponed completely, which is absolutely fine. You know, everyone has their own preferences. Some people, it's important for them to get married, and it doesn't really matter, you know, how many people they have with them. It's just important that they get married on that date and they're together and they go through with it. Others want to, you know, postpone completely to a time where, you know, they can have the numbers that they intend for. But yeah, no, we've had some clients that actually want to go ahead with the civil ceremony as like a very intimate, lovely ceremony, and then have a second date as well next year, hopefully, when things have kind of calmed down a little bit, and to have the big reception that they planned for, which is also very lovely. So we're just kind of quite open and adaptive at Boreham House to try and, you know, help tailor their day really to what they want, and how they want to celebrate in such a difficult time.
That's the thing, and we all feel it, don't we? It's, you know, whether it is professionally as yourselves as a venue, or for the couples, it is just about compromising and helping them out however we can. And I think that's, as you're probably aware, kind of been the whole mantra, hasn't it, in the wedding industry, is that we're in this together. And I think that's one of the sort of unique stances, is that actually our clients are behind us as well, because everybody wants to come out the other side of this and be able to have the weddings they used to have at the kind of venues, or the venue that they booked, you know, with the planners that they wanted, the florists they wanted, etc. So it's been an interesting time, and like you say, a steep learning curve for you, but nice that you get to spend that sort of extra time, I guess, with clients too. So what would you say now, as an in-house wedding planner, that you love most about the job? Or is there anything that you thought, gosh, I didn't expect it to be like this? Or I mean, obviously, I know you're really pleased that you've gone into it, but what would you say, you know, to anybody maybe who's thinking of getting into it?
Yeah, obviously, I said I'm really enjoying it. I'm glad that I've made that kind of very distinct career change. Surprisingly, some things are very similar. So, for example, when I was a nurse, it was very, you know, long hours, quite, you know, on your feet, kind of, you have to be adaptable, you have to think on your feet all the time. So, as you said, I have transferred a lot of skills, and I haven't found those sort of things that difficult, because I had that kind of experience before. But no, just learning a lot, I guess. What suits me the most is the balance between like the organisational skills in the background, planning it all, and then the actual bringing it to life on the day, and actually being around and seeing it visually and how it's, you know, pulling it off basically. So I like the balance of, you know, the kind of organisation and you know, making it happen.
Yeah, I agree. It's the fulfillment of it as well, because obviously it's this sort of step-by-step process in the lead up to it, and then everything is literally all thrown together to create that day. And it is a nice feeling that with each wedding that you do, you've kind of fulfilled a project, haven't you? It's
Yes, yeah,
satisfying from
yeah,
a work point of view. Yeah,
yeah, definitely. And
great.
getting to know the couples as well over time, because some of our couples, you know, book years ahead, and it's nice to have that time to talk to them, discuss with them. Things change over time, you know. Some people design a wedding and it's completely, by the end of it, it's completely different to what they wanted, and so it's quite nice just having that time over time, you know, getting to know them as a couple as well, and then seeing them on the day and seeing their faces and when they're had the best day ever.
That's great. It's been so nice to chat to you, and I'm so pleased that you're doing so well and enjoying it so much as well, and through such an interesting time in the industry, which has, you know, never been seen before, and hopefully will never be seen again. So it's just going to get better when weddings do come back. I think, you know, both for the couples and for those of us in the industry, we just cannot wait. They're going to be celebrations like no other, aren't they?
Definitely.
Well, thanks so much for talking to me tonight. I really, really appreciate it. And it's been nice seeing you again as well. Thanks,
Thanks,
Samantha.
God. Thanks so much. Thanks.